Okay guys, I'm back, and as you can see, the practice module, you can't see my finger there. I don't know if you can, I think my hand's cut off there. As you can see here, well, oh my god, I'm stupid. When I'm sitting down, where's the box supposed to be? I don't know, like where's the iPad screen? I think it's to the bottom right, so it should be here. Maybe, I don't know. You can see that now it says a total 25, and I'm getting it. Not ads. Notifications, YouTube notifications. I'm pretty sure they're cut out, but anyways, I'm still gonna put do not disturb on. And now it says 25 minutes because I got everything else I was gonna add yesterday. So I start with chord perfect D. Like I said, I want to perfect my new D chord position. Okay, so there we go. So yeah, like I said, my goal is to perfect this new D chord shape in order to just get used to it and everything, and be able to switch to it immediately as opposed to the other one. Yeah, wait, I just move a little bit like this, so I'm more like in center, like in the center, I guess. Yeah, because to edit these videos where I'm sitting down is much easier since I just cut the entire screen like this. Because well, I lean down when playing to look at my string, so I just cut out my jawline, chin. I forgot the word. But yeah, so it's much easier to edit, and no, I didn't know what I was saying. So yeah, so D to A. Man, I gotta remember to use the new D formation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The nice thing about this is that I don't need to 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, what I'm saying is the nice thing about this is that I don't have to move my first finger when changing from E to A with this formation, because well, the A chord already has like the first finger a little bit higher, and what I'm doing is just keeping it there because, and if I had to do this, then yeah, both would be parallel, but I mean, my hand can't move through this, so instead I keep one below and one in front, because if I try to like align them, then I just get to the same issue. So yeah, I gotta keep my first finger a little bit high up. Doesn't matter. Now let's go from D to E. Yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh my god. Fingers in the wrong place and everything. 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18. Oh my god, it is so bad. Okay, now let's actually start today's practice. Do I got some water? Barely. Thank goodness my head's cut off. Now I'd have to edit a lot to remove my name from this thing. Yeah, it's not like my name is that problematic. I mean, March is derived from my part of my name. So, what was this chord again? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, it's this one. So the G, so what strings does this chord use? Yeah, the D and G strings with these two fingers, and then the B string with this one. Why? I'm trying to press. Why it's not working? Okay, so now E minor. Why? You guys hear that, right? If I play like a string like that, you should be able to hear that, like, but it's, you can even hear it when I'm strumming, like, pretty softly. I can't hear it, but why? What if I use like this finger? Yeah, no, it's much easier to use these. Okay, so now AM to E. There we go. Oh my god, I can't even bring my fingers to the right spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I keep playing it E minor. So like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That was just 23. I was forgetting to, I did lift and move my first finger forward, but I just forgot to press down, so I was just playing A minor to E minor. Okay, so 23. And I really thought I was already used to finger pain. It's starting to come back right now. Bruh. Well, E minor to D. Let's go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very used to this finger shape. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No, it's the D. It's the A chord all over again. 18, 19. Okay. Yeah, I really gotta get used to having my fingers on this shape. Like this. This one's gonna be a lot lower as opposed to these two. And I gotta get used to forming this. Since with the E chord, I can immediately just go, wait, going from an A chord to an E chord is that simple. Yeah, that's the thing actually. The A chord is the only chord I can like form properly and immediately. Since the E chord, I have to first set my first finger and then I can quickly set the other two, depending on the position. The only thing with the D chord is that I'm still uncertain about the position, so maybe it was fine like this. I just had to practice forming it naturally, but I feel like this should be easier to form. I'm just gonna keep practicing. Let's see if this one, because I mean, I've practiced the other one for so long, and I still didn't have the hang of it as opposed to the other two chords. So I would assume that something was wrong with how I was doing it. That was the only thing that could explain why I was dominating the A and the E chords, but the D chord was always making me struggle. Wait, I'm gonna move this a little bit. Didn't work. Wait, let me just settle it perfectly. There we go. Yeah, now. Excuse me. AM to EM. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36. Okay, I got 36. Yeah, I mean, I've pretty much gotten used to where my first finger's gotta be now, I think. Yeah, just pretty good. Pretty much used to the shape, so I already know the distance my first finger's supposed to have from all this. 36. Anchor finger work. So, let's get to it. So, E, A, E, D, A, D. 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 And it's the third fret, so I can guide myself a little bit with the dot. Okay, yeah, so E, E, D, A. There we go. Now, down, 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 up, down. Again. Let's place a metronome at 90. It's not place. I don't want to say place. I'm used to saying place. But then what would be the right word to like set the metronome at 90%? 90%, 90 BPM. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1. And I still know how I just mess up the rhythm. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's try this out with the E minor chord. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 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 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. A chord. Now let's try a regular A chord. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 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 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Now let's try my new D chord. 3, 1. Maybe just holding it for a little while. It's gonna make my fingers like remember the position. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4. Am I still keeping with the tempo? I don't know. Oh, why does my finger hurt? You guys know I burnt myself yesterday? I was cooking. Well, cooking, I was just preparing a pizza and sticking it into an oven. And well, when I was taking it out, I pressed my arm into the oven. And yep, now I got a line here that's just a different color. Oh yeah, too late to continue. Now the Seven Nation Army riff. So bad. Oh yeah, I also added 1 minute to strong practice and 1 minute to this. If you guys didn't realize, that's why it's 25 minutes, even though I only did like 3 minutes at the very beginning. Uh, I don't know why I can't get like the proper sounds out of the string. Stupid A string. Wait, I messed up. Why is my finger that high up on the fret? Oh my god. My finger should not be that high up on the fret. 3, 4. I swear my guitar made the WhatsApp sound. I am not kidding. Because if you could have only seen my face, I just stood up. I was like, huh? But it's because I swear this stupid thing, I heard the WhatsApp sound, and well, it's not my phone. I didn't have any message. I think it's in silent mode, anyways. I don't know, but this thing made the WhatsApp noise. Because it wasn't my neighbors, like, that's for sure. There we go. Now we're back to song practice. Where's my piece of paper? I was supposed to be working on a songbook and everything, and yet I never continued. So, yay. Okay. Yes, because I also kind of need to dominate strumming if I am going to make that songbook. And probably later on it's going to become obsolete because Justin's going to do some technique that I also should have added, like tab. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to learn how to play specific songs, but I'm not going to make like a whole songbook. I don't know. Is that I want to practice many more songs than just one or two. Like for module one, I did "Silence Is Easy," "Born in the USA," and then tried to do "Dance the Night Away." For the second module, I pretty much only did "Three Little Birds" because I didn't know how to do "I Walk the Line" and "Twist and Shout," which require you to change chords between beats. I was like, what the hell? And for this one, well, I got "Sing" and I got "I Belong to You," so. I didn't rewatch the video though. I don't know why I wrote here. I wrote 1 bar, 2 bars, but that's then that wouldn't make sense. I don't know. Let's see. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And what's this one's? This one. 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. That's the issue. Why am I skipping the specific ones? I mean, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One. That's easy, but 1 and 2 and so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like that's complicated. But what? Well, let's start with our warm up. I guess I'll go like to 160 BPM and do Lenny Kravitz. What's this thing called? I Walk the Line by Johnny Cash. So EA, EA, TA, EA. Where's I don't know why my fingers just feel so sensitive now. 3, 4. Okay, wait, I didn't start the BPM. 2. Yeah, no. What the hell? Why are those so bad? 3, 4, 1, 2. line is sticking to the guitar here. Pretty sure it's gonna get marked. Like I'm just gonna leave it there. 4 1 and like Spider-Man bill fell. Nice stupid bill. You were gonna be part of the shop now. You're going back to the gulag. 4 1 2 3 4. Just not fast enough to make chord switches yet. 4 1 2. Yeah. Boop, 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 yeah, that was a mess. My fingers just get tangled. Where's the 74? Two, three, four. Wait, no, I don't think I was supposed to do that. Why not? It's just strumming on every chord. That's right. I don't know why it's strumming on every chord. It's strumming on every beat. That's on a warp. Okay, let's try 8070 PM for Lenny Kravitz. 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 4. Oh wait, I'm stupid. I'm supposed to do 2 of each. So 2 intros, 2 verses, 2 chorus. Chori? Octopus, octopi, cactus is cacti, so it's choruses, chorus, chori, or is it choruses? 3 4 1 2. did it! Yay! I did the strumming pattern. One, two, and three, and four. So I guess I got it. I don't know if I was with tempo. That's the issue. This thing's gonna deafen me, but if I raise the volume too much, it's gonna deafen you guys. I'm sorry. I can't do anything else. I need to hear this, and that's why I'm recording my audio. So there's really no other option. Okay, let's just try that again then. I mean, what I could do is turn on my computer and record my audio from there, but I really don't have a proper way to do that since I don't have like any good specific microphone or anything. I record all of this with an AirPod, a single AirPod connected to that thing. And the worst part is these things are literally falling apart. I'm gonna buy new headphones later, but yeah, these things are genuinely just falling apart, not functioning properly. The left one is pretty much dead, and I feel something in my ear. What am I doing? Thank goodness my face is cut out. Oh wait, I'm doing it wrong. It's not 1, 3, and 1, 3, and it's 1 and 3. I'm doing it wrong. No wonder it felt so easy. So yeah, I'm supposed to be doing 3, 4, 1, 2. Yep, that. No wonder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, now I can't stay into. Oh my god, I've been playing this thing wrong. Why am I doing it? That's not even the. Wait, let me just get the strong part down. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and. It's not 3 and, it's and 3. 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 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 fuck. 1, and 2, and. Oh my. 3, 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 1, and 2. That's what I had to be doing, not. Oh my god, why is practice so difficult? Well, anyways, guys, that was everything for today. 34 minutes and 45 seconds is what I currently have according to the camera, but of course I always cut out something. So this video is like 34 minutes. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and maybe, if I'm not lazy and I actually edit it, you might see this channel's first video tomorrow too. Well, it might take me a while. I don't know how deep the editing is going to go. I don't know if I'm going to be some lazy bastard. I'm probably going to be some lazy bastard. I don't know how to edit anyways. I barely know how to do anything. So guys, see ya.